Have you ever seen someone eating something at a roadside stall? And after finishing, they simply throw the plates or wrapper around the ground. Or someone chewing gutka, pan, or spitting on the wall of hospital, railway stations, public places. And then we say, the government should keep the country clean. But here is my question. If we are creating the mess, can we really blame only the government for not cleaning it? Welcome back to my improving communication series, Let's Speak and Sign. My name is Dhiren Kumar, and in this series I am working on becoming a better and more confident communicator, and one topic at a time. Today I want to talk about something very simple but very important: civic sense. What exactly is civic sense? Civic sense basically means understanding your responsibility as a citizen. It is about how you behave in a place that belongs not only to you but to everyone. For example, you don't throw garbage on the roads. You don't spit in public places. You follow traffic rules even when there is no police officer watching you. You don't damage public properties. You stand in a queue instead of trying to jump ahead. These things may look very small, but collectively they decide what kind of society we are living. Civic sense is not about doing something extraordinary. It is mostly about doing ordinary things responsibly. Let me give you a very common example. Imagine you go to the roadside food stall. You eat something on a disposal plates, maybe paper plates, leaf. After eating, what do many people do? They simply leave it there. Sometimes they throw it beside the stall. And the thought is the shopkeeper will clean it. Technically, yes, maybe shopkeeper will clean it later. But think about this. Who created that piece of garbage? We did it, right? So, shouldn't we at least look for a dustbin? That small action is civic sense. But many times we transfer our responsibility to someone else. We say it is a cleaner's job, it is a municipality job, it is the government's job. But the question is, what is our job? Public places makes this even more visible. If you visit railway stations, bus stands, hospitals, government offices, other crowded public places, you will often see the same problem. Someone throw the plastic bottles, someone leaves the food packaging on the floor, someone spit pan, gutka on the walls. And after doing all that, we expect someone else to come and clean it everything. I find hospital especially interesting. A hospital is supposed to one of the cleanest place because people are already dealing with the health problems. Still, sometimes you can see public chewing tobaccos, gutka, and spitting around the buildings. That makes me wonder, why do we behave differently in our own house and in public places? At home, if someone throw a garbage in the middle of the living room, so we immediately say, hey, pick this up. But on the road, we sometimes behave as if roads belongs to nobody. Actually, it belongs to all of us. My school experience, so let me tell you about my school experience. I understood this much later because something from my school days. When I was in a school, our teacher used to do one activity with us. Every week they would make all students stand on the side of the grounds. Then they would tell us, walk from one side to another side, and if you see any paper, plastic, stick, garbage around it, pick it up. And I remember what I used to think about it. We were like, why we are doing this? We come here to study. Our parents are paying for school fees. At the age, it honestly felt strange. But today, many years later, I understand what those teachers were actually trying to teach us. They were not teaching us how to clean a ground. They were teaching us how to take our responsibilities. They were teaching us if you see something wrong inside a shared place, don't always wait for someone to fix it. That lesson was much higher than picking up the piece of paper. Civic sense is contagious. And here's the interesting part. Just like bad habit can influence people, good habit can also influence them. Suppose you are sitting with your family in a public place. You finishing it. Instead of leaving your waste there, you get up, find a dustbin and throw it properly. You don't give anyone a lecture. You don't fight with anyone. You simply do the right thing. Maybe someone sitting near you notice it. Maybe your child notice it. Maybe another person thinks, wait, maybe I should do the same. First time nothing may happens. Second time maybe nothing happens again. But eventually behavior becomes your culture. And culture is created by repeating behavior. Development is not only about the infrastructure. Sometimes we think development only means big things. Better roads, high-speed trains, airports, technologies, more buildings, modern buildings, all of these important. But development also means something much more basic. How do citizens behave when nobody is watching them? A country cannot become a truly developed only because the government builds better infrastructure. People also have to take care of that infrastructure. Think about it. The government can install a dustbin, but do you think the government can force your hand to put your garbage inside every single time? The government can build a beautiful railway station, but citizens have to decide whether they have to keep it clean or destroy it. So when we talk about contributing to the development of our country, we don't always need to do something huge. Sometimes our contribution is simply don't throw the bottles, don't spit on the walls, follow the queue, respect public properties, follow traffic rules, and teach the same behavior to your children. Before blaming others, look at yourself. There is one more thing I strongly believe. Before telling other people what to do, we should first check our own behavior. It is very easy to say people in India have no civic sense. But I think a better question is, what am I doing personally? Am I throwing garbage properly? Am I following traffic rules? Am I keeping public places clean? Am I setting the right example? Because blaming society is easy. Changing one habit in ourselves is harder. But that is where the real change starts. So for me, civic sense is basically one simple idea. Treat public places with the same responsibility you would treat your own house. Because the street outside of your house, the railway station, the hospital, the park and the bus stands, they may not belong to only to you, but they belong to you. And if every citizen start thinking this way, I believe we can see a huge difference around us without waiting for someone massive government campaign. Now I want to ask you something. What is the one civics habit that you think people around you need to improve the most? Is it traffic rules, spitting in public, queue discipline? Tell me in the comments. And if you really enjoy this conversation, subscribe to my channel Let's Speak and Sign. And I am documenting my journey and becoming a better communicator one video at a time. So let's see you in the next video. Thank you so much. Have a great day.